folks, I'm doing my wrap-up of the second and third rounds in the NFL draft with my buddy Rick Seritella of NFLDraftBible.com. And this
Day
is his
two is in the
platform.
books, yeah.
Your thoughts?
Well, we just wrapped up day 2 and came fast and furious once again. A lot of excitement, and we're going to see 4 or 5 years from now who the real winners and losers are. But take a look at the Cleveland Browns. They stockpiled the picks. Here on day 2, they nabbed Carl Nassib, Emmanuel Agba, a pair of bookend pass rushing guys that might be potential double-digit guys at the next level if the coaches can really maximize their potential. And we were talking with Zenny here. It's kind of interesting now with Cody Kessler in the mix. It's like Kirk Cousins deja vu all over again, right? But we're gonna.
He's looking over his shoulder again.
He's gonna shoot.
Dang it.
But I think it's gonna be interesting to see how that Kessler pick works out because they traded out of that top pick. They stockpiled some picks, but how many opportunities do you get a chance to draft a franchise quarterback?
Right.
So, that's a rare opportunity, and we'll see. There's a big drop-off from Goff and Wentz down to the next tier of quarterbacks, and they opted for Kessler over Connor Cook, which was interesting too. So Connor Cook's still on the board.
Cardale Jones
is going to probably go here, and even Brandon Allen from Texas A&M and Kevin Hogan from Stanford, a couple other guys. But Christian Hackenberg going to the Jets. How about that?
Wow. Yeah.
Bye Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Right.
I don't know how much of a market there's going to be for him, but you talk about Bryce Petty, Geno Smith, and now Christian Hackenberg. That's 3 quarterbacks that this organization has drafted pretty much with over the last 3 or 4 years. So I don't see a way that they can bring back Ryan Fitzpatrick now. And where does he go? Maybe to San Fran if they part ways with Colin Kaepernick. I don't think I don't think he reunites in Buffalo. So maybe he does retire. That's going to be an interesting theme to watch as well.
Hey, question. Why so many Alabama players not taken in the first round? Is it just coincidence, or is there really something?
No, I mean, they can't have all the fun every year, right? I mean, this was an Ohio State year.
Yeah.
So, a couple years ago it was a Florida State party, right? But, hey, I mean, it was a little bit surprising because both Jaron Reed and A'Shawn Robinson, a lot of people thought they were going to be first-round picks.
Yeah.
And, Reggie Ragland, I mean, it was just an enlarged aorta that scared off teams. And I know we talked about the Corey Stringer incident in the past really, scares teams. And,
right.
I don't think Reggie Ragland had any control over that. And Derrick Henry, I mean, he runs a little bit upright, is a little bit of a plotter. How he transitions
His eyes aren't as
to the
open
next...
as you'd like.
Yeah, but the transition to the next level, we'll see now. He winded up with the team is slipping my mind here, but
Titans.
The Titans. So, and I like what
How about that?
Yeah,
the Titans.
I like what the Titans did today. They stockpiled
a
lot of picks as well, and they had 6 picks in the top 76. They had a lot of needs, and they filled some of them. And the new GM, John Robinson, he's a protege from that New England organization, and he's really taken a page out of that book. And again, we'll see. Was it worth trading down for the Titans? I think it was because they had Marcus Mariota. They already had a franchise quarterback. For the Browns, that's more of a question mark.
How would you assess the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, you're going to have to refresh my memory.
Sure. Well, they took Mr. Smith from Notre Dame.
Jalen Smith, that's right. Yes.
I thought it was a monster pick.
Very surprising. And they actually, their doctor actually, I think, did the surgery on him.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so...
Man, inside info.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I know that coming into the draft, teams were kind of split 50-50 as to whether or not he would even ever suit up again.
Wow.
So, this is a little bit of a roll of the dice.
Wow.
And then you talk about Ezekiel Elliott on day 1. Obviously, I think he's going to win Rookie of the Year behind that offensive line.
I agree.
He's not even going to get touched for the first 5 yards.
I completely agree with you.
But they do open them. I think they leave themselves open to a little bit of criticism just because, the running back position has been devalued. Even though Ezekiel Elliott's a top talent, they use a running back in the first round and then a second-round pick on a guy. Oh, yeah, he's a 3-down back.
Yeah. So overall, if you had to give a grade right now to an egg, who would you give it to? And
boy.
realizing that it's still early and the draft isn't over, and maybe you want to change your mind later, but still.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to really absorb it all in, but in terms of the picks that I do like, I know that Carson Wentz is going to be a winner in this league, and I think 4 or 5 years from now, you're going to be talking about Carson Wentz as one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL. So you got to like that. Laquan Treadwell to the Minnesota Vikings, I thought was the best value pick of day one, and they're piece by piece now assembling a
championship team.
Oh man, they got a defense, and now you put Treadwell opposite of Stephon Diggs with Teddy B and Adrian Peterson. That's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So those are some of the things that stood out to me.
Raiders.
Raiders.